All right. You keep coming back.
大家都继续回来哈，感谢神。
So you know what that means?
你知道这是什么意思吗？
We're just going to keep bringing it.
我就会继续带给大家更多的震撼。
All right. Here's what I want to talk to you about
今天下午要跟大家分享的东西是，
this afternoon. I want to just kind of set this whole thing up for you.
我要把这个基础跟大家分享一下。
There's three primary concepts that I want you to remember.
有3个非常重要的核心观念，我要大家知道的。
The first thing is that you learn how to set firm limits.
就是我们清楚的立下清楚的界限。
Now this goes back to fun to be with.
那回到我们刚才的例子哈，就是跟我在一起是有趣的。
If you tolerate being treated disrespectfully by your children,
如果你允许孩子们对待用一个不礼貌的方式、不尊敬的方式对待你，
then you're actually teaching them to be disrespectful.
其实你就在教导他们学会不尊荣的一个生活模式。
And so many parents either have a big red button,
那很多的父母呢，他们可能要不是拥有一个很大的那个红的按钮，
and they respond with a yellow truck response.
然后他们带着一个黄色大卡车的压过去对方的一个回应。
And so when the child's disrespectful to them,
当孩子对他们不礼貌的时候，
the parent responds with, "Wah!
父母亲的回应就是哇，吓死他们！
Don't you be disrespectful to me,
你永远不要这样对我说话，
or I'll be disrespectful to you."
你对我这样不礼貌，我也对你不礼貌。
And that makes sense, doesn't it?
这是一个很平常的一个回应，
Don't be disrespectful.
不要不礼貌，
Yeah, that's awesome.
讲起来很好听啊。
Or else parents turn into the red truck.
要不然的话，父母亲很有可能也会变成那台红色的小卡车，
And they just try to keep the child happy.
尝试要让孩子开心。
So I end up rewarding the disrespect.
换句话说，就会变成想让那个没有礼貌的人得到奖赏。
And neither one of these is really going to work out.
这2种方式都不是一个好的方式，
So we need to know how to set firm limits.
所以我们需要知道怎么样立下清楚的界限。
And so the first thing we have to learn to do
第一个，我们需要在立下清楚界限当中，我们必须要知道做的是什么，
is you have to learn to take good care of yourself.
就是你需要学会，第一个是好好的照顾你自己。
If you get on an airplane,
如果你坐飞机的时候，
and right after they teach you how to fasten a seatbelt,
当他们教导你怎么样系好安全带之后，
they mention that if the cabin loses pressure,
他就会告诉你说，如果机舱里面失去了那个压力，
that a mask will fall from the ceiling.
那有一个氧气罩就会从上面下来。
And after you stop screaming,
当你在尖叫完之后，
you're supposed to take that mask
你
and
应该
put
把
it on yourself.
那个氧气罩放在你的脸上。
And if you're traveling with someone who needs your assistance,
那如果你是带着有小孩子的，
who do they tell you to put the mask on first?
他们先告诉你谁先戴上氧气罩啊？
Put the mask on yourself first,
先为自己戴上，
and then assist your child.
然后再帮助你的孩子戴上。
Well, that's so selfish
这个太自私了吧？
to pick myself over my child.
就是选择我胜过我的孩子。
I get to breathe while my child is suffocating.
当我可以呼吸的时候，我的孩子在那边快要窒息了。
Never.
永远不要做这样的选择。
Here, honey,
我的儿子啊，你先戴上吧，
I'll help you first.
我先帮助你。
Why doesn't that work?
为什么不是这样的方式？
Because then you're dead.
因为你就先死了，
Or at least passed out somewhere.
不然的话就是先昏迷过去。
While your child is now helpless
现在你的孩子是没有人可以依靠的了，
and alone to deal with a plane wreck on their own.
然后就一个人必须要面对这个空难。
See, it's important that parents learn to take good care of themselves
所以父母亲呢非常重要的，我们首先要学会好好的照顾我们自己，
so that you're in good shape to be the parent
以至于我们可以做好一个父母亲的角色，
and you're not just left over. You're not just surviving
而不是只是在那个环境当中的生存者而已。
while your child has to raise themselves around a worn out parent.
而我们的孩子不需要在一个好像父母亲已经精疲力竭的状态当中自己养育自己。
I lived in a small community
我住在一个很小的一个社区里，
and there were lots of deer in the community.
在我们的社区的地方有很多很多的鹿，
And people would want to grow a garden.
那人们会想要有他们自己的花园，
And so they would go out and they would get their soil ready,
然后他们就会去买那些土壤啊，
and they would plant their seeds,
然后会撒种，
and they would set their irrigation up,
然后会让那个灌溉的系统建立起来，
and then day after day hope for a crop.
然后就期待会有那个好的一个收成，好的花朵。
And you could always tell the experienced gardeners from the inexperienced gardeners.
那你可以怎么样分辨一个有经验的这样一个园丁跟一个没有经验的园丁呢？
Because the experienced gardeners had these big, huge fences around their garden.
有经验的园丁，你看到他们的花园周围都会有一个非常好的那个篱笆，
And it made your garden look really ugly.
可是这样看起来你的花园很丑。
And so the new gardeners would move into town,
所以那些新搬进来我们社区的那些新园丁啊，
and they would decide, I'm not going to have that big, ugly fence around my garden.
他说我们不要这样的篱笆在我们的花园周围。
And so day after day,
所以一两天过去之后，
the gardeners take care of their garden.
这些园丁都会照料他们的花园。
And then one day there's green leafy stuff popping out of the dirt.
然后有一天从这个土壤当中，我们就看见发芽了。
Both gardeners are all happy.
两个园丁都非常的开心，
They're excited that there's going to be a harvest.
非常的兴奋，会有一个很大的收成。
And then one morning, the inexperienced gardener comes outside.
然后有一天，那个没有经验的园丁从他家里面出来，
And their entire garden has been mowed to the dirt.
他们整个的花园都被弄翻了。
And there are hoof prints all over the dirt.
而在这个土壤当中，看见有那个鹿的那个它的脚的蹄的印子。
Because the neighborhood deer population
因为我们那个社区周围的鹿的有多少只啊？
had a party last night in that garden.
你知道，所有的鹿都聚集在他的花园里面开 party。
They thought that the gardener did all this for them.
这些鹿认为说，这个园丁他们花费这么大的功夫，为了就是要让他们可以开一个轰趴。
The gardener's devastated.
那个园丁就非常的沮丧，
And then he's angry.
非常的生气，
And then he wants revenge.
然后他就要报仇，
Because he just knows that the deer is the problem.
因为他认为那个鹿是问题。
Meanwhile, the deer are laying on the lawn of the experienced gardener.
那可是我们却看见另外这些鹿，他们却在其他有经验的园丁当中，他们在他们的草地上面就坐在那边。
They're all full from the party of the night before.
他们在昨晚的那个轰趴当中已经吃得很饱，在那边休息。
But the experienced gardener is going in their garden and coming out of their garden.
这有经验的园丁进到他们的花园的地方，然后在那边工作完之后又离开。
The experienced gardener takes out of the garden whatever they want to give to the deer.
然后这个有经验的这些园丁从他们的花园当中把他们所要的收成，有一些他们要给这些鹿吃的拿出来给他们吃。
And that's what the deer have access to.
那这些鹿他们可以拥有的是这些园丁他们拿出来给他们吃的。
Meanwhile, the rest of the garden is flourishing.
那他剩下的那个花园都在一个非常好的照顾之下，不断的收成。
And the gardener now has a harvest to give away to whoever they choose.
园丁就有一个很好的收成，可以选择性的要给予任何他要给予的人。
In the meantime, the inexperienced gardener is going to go buy a hunting license.
那个没有经验的那个园丁呢，现在呢，他要去考一个证照，就是狩猎、打猎的证照，
Because they feel like a victim.
因为他们觉得他们是受害者，
They feel abused.
感觉被欺负了，
They feel used and
感觉-
unappreciated.
感觉是不被欣赏的。
That the deer would treat them like this.
鹿怎么可以这样的对待他们？
I didn't do anything to deserve this.
我没有做任何事配得他们这样对我。
But the thing that the new gardener doesn't realize
可是这个新的园丁他不知道的是什么？
is that what the deer have done isn't personal.
鹿对他们所做的，不是鹿特地要针对他们做，
It's just what deer do.
因为鹿本身受造就是为了如此。
And so the things that your children are introducing into your life,
你的儿女在你生活当中，在你生命里面带进到你生命当中的东西，
the selfishness and the disrespect,
那种他们生活当中的自私也好，无理也好，
it's not personal.
那不是针对你，
It's just what deer do.
那是鹿他们受造就是为了这个。
And if you don't learn how to value yourself,
如果你没有学会怎么样尊重你自己，
then you won't ever set boundaries
你就永远不会立下这个好的界限，
because you'll feel guilty.
因为你会感觉到罪疚感，
You'll feel guilty for saying no.
你会对拒绝他们感觉到罪疚感。
You'll feel guilty for taking something of yours and prioritizing it over your children.
当你把一些自己的重要性、对自己很重要的东西成为你的优先次序，胜过孩子的时候，你会觉得有罪疚感。
You'll have a hard time requiring respect in relationships.
而在互动关系当中，要求他们在一个尊重的态度当中来尊重父母亲，你会觉得有罪疚感。
You'll be afraid of angry responses.
你会害怕他们生气当中的回应，
You'll be afraid of hurting people's feelings.
你会害怕伤害别人的感觉，
And so you are easily manipulated by people.
你就很容易受别人的操弄。
And your children will smell that like blood in the water.
你要知道，你的孩子们他们闻到那个容易操弄的感觉，就像鲨鱼闻到血一样。
And so you have to learn that what you need matters.
你必须要学会一个很重要的功课，就是你的需要是重要的。
And learn to communicate that to your children.
你必须要学习跟你的孩子沟通你的需要，
And teach them to begin to value what it is that you need.
然后开始教导他们要看重父母亲所需要的东西。
During the relationship conference that we're doing after this one,
在我们之后要做的那个亲密关系的特会当中，
I'll spend an entire session on boundaries.
我会花一堂的时间，就是讲这个界限。
But right now, I just want you to understand
但是我现在只要我们当中我们的人可以明白，
that boundaries communicate value.
其实，在界限在传递的一个讯息，就是讲到，
If you're having a hard time valuing yourself,
就是讲到了我们所看重的东西。
you communicate to the people around you
如果你没有办法尊重你自己的话，你是在告诉其他的人说，
that nothing is really required to have a relationship with you.
就是跟你建立关系不需要付上任何的代价。
And so, disrespectful, angry people
所以那些无理而且容易生气的人，
can come and take what they want from you in a relationship.
在关系当中可以任意的来到你的生命当中来夺取任何的东西。
Whiny, manipulative people
那些常常容易抱怨然后操弄人的人，
can come and take from you whatever they want.
可以任意的来到你生命当中夺取他们要的东西。
Pitiful, powerless victims
那些好像感觉小小无力的那些所谓的那些受害者，
will put you to work on their problems every day.
每一天就会把他们的问题带到你面前，让你为他们的问题劳苦。
Setting firm limits
所以要有一个清楚的界限，
is one of the first things that you have to do in order to pull this off.
就是在我们能够成功的养育儿女当中，你必须要学会做的一个功课。
One of the things you want to do
那你需要做什么呢？
is get good at telling other people what you're going to do
那就是要学会怎么样告诉别人你要做什么，
and stop barking out commands at what they have to do.
而不是去命令别人，告诉他们他们要做什么。
Let them know when and how you will help them.
你要让他们知道什么时候，然后你是怎么样的会去帮助他们。
Let them know how they will get permission and access to your resources.
然后也让他们知道什么时候他们可以被允许来使用你所拥有的资源。
Stop telling them what to do
不要再告诉他们他们必须要怎么做，
and start telling them what you're going to do.
你开始告诉他们你要怎么做。
Hurry up and get ready so I can take you to school.
你快一点，快一点，因为我要带你去学校。
Hurry up and get your homework done so I can fix some dinner.
你赶快写完你的功课，所以我可以去烧饭。
I told you to empty the trash. Get in there and empty the trash.
我告诉你要倒垃圾要讲几次啊？
Those are all things that you have no power over.
这些东西都是我们没有能力去掌控的。
You have no power over how fast somebody eats.
一个人他吃饭的速度多快，你没有办法控制他。
You have no control over how fast somebody does thinking and studying.
你也没有办法控制这个人他读书写功课的速度。
And you have no control over how fast people do their chores.
你也没有办法控制人家他做家事的速度。
But you can say things like this.
可是你可以这样说。
I'll be glad to take you to your soccer game or football game. What do you call it here?
Football game, soccer
Yeah.
game.
Well, I'd be glad to take you to your football game as soon as your homework's done.
你说，当你的功课做完之后，我很开心可以带你去打你的棒球。
Feel free to join us for dinner as soon as the trash has been taken out.
你 倒完垃圾之后就可以来跟我们一起吃晚餐了。
I'll be glad to as soon as.
我很高兴，当你做什么东西之后，我会很高兴为你做什么。
I will as when you.
当你做什么的时候，我会做什么。
You have power over what you'll do.
你有能力选择你要做什么，
You don't have power over what they do.
可是你没有能力控制他们做什么。
You want to get good at using few words.
你要学习用短短的几句话，
No more lectures.
不再是用教训的方式。
Do we have any lecturing parents in here?
我们当中有没有一些喜欢精神喊话的父母亲？
You're just sure that if you throw enough words at them,
你就相信，当你喊得够大声的时候，
some of those words are going to get in.
有些你那些话语一定会进去里面的。
It's not the case.
但是不是这样子？
You need your children to believe what you say.
你要让你的孩子相信你所说的话。
So if your words are many and meaningless, you need lots of them.
如果你的话语是很空洞的、没有意义的话，你就需要讲很多的。
You guys have like a penny here? What's a penny?
一块 ，Yeah, we have penny.
Yeah. So imagine paying your house payment in pennies.
你就想象你要付你的房贷，可是是1块钱1块钱的付，
How many would you need?
你需要多少个1块钱付房贷？
A truckload.
你可以想象几卡车的来载这个1块钱。
But what if you had $1,000 bills?
但是你想象，我们用1000块钱，
How many of those would you need?
你会需要多少张？
Not as many.
比较没有那么多，对不对？
See, when your words are valuable,
当你所说的话是有价值的，
you don't need very many.
你不需要讲太多。
But when your words are useless,
可是当你的话语是空洞、没有意义的，
you need mountains of them.
你就需要讲很多很多。
I know of a story
有一个故事啊，
of an elementary school principal,
一个小学的校长，
had a big problem at the school.
他在学校里面碰到一个很大的问题。
The 12-year-old girls have discovered lipstick.
12岁的女孩子们，她们发现了一个新的东西，叫做口红。
And they're trying to leave the perfect lip mark on the mirrors in the bathroom.
然后呢，他们就尝试在厕所里面的镜子上面留下那个最完美的那个吻痕。
And all the janitors of the school are in an uproar.
那整个学校的工友们都非常的生气，要去打扫这个吻痕。
It's taken us forever to clean these mirrors.
他说：“我们要打扫，要清干净那个镜子，很累啊。
Greasy lipstick all over our mirrors.
那个口红印都在上面呢、啊。
We're adding overtime to our budget.
我们就要一直不断的工作才可以把它弄完呢、啊。
We thought you were going to stop this in this school.
我们以为你校长你会让他们这些孩子不要再做这样的事了。
Are you in control around here or not?"
校长，你到底可不可以控制一下你的学生呢、啊？
So this principal says, "I sure am."
校长说：“我当然。”
So she calls an
可以啊。
all-school assembly.
他就在朝会的时候
She gets the microphone out.
拿起麦克风，
Now hear this.
大家注意听，
Speaking to a room full of junior hires.
跟那些学生开始这样说。
There'll be no more lip marks on the mirrors in my school. Do you hear what I'm saying?
在学校的厕所里面，所有的镜子不准有任何的口红印。
Anybody gets caught putting their lips on my mirrors is going to come see me in my office.
有任何被抓到的人，我要是发现是你留下的印子，
And I
你要来到我
mean
的
it.
办公室，我是认真的，
Big trouble.
你会有很大的麻烦。
Now the junior high boys are sitting there.
现在那些国中的男生听见这个东西了，
They're seeing how upset the principal is.
他们突然看见这个校长有多生气，
And they're asking the girls,
他们就问女孩子说
"Hey, can I borrow your lipstick?" ：“
我可不可以借你的口红啊
Oh, that didn't work.？”
所以这个方式没有用，
So she sends some newsletters home to the parents.
所以呢，这个校长就写一些信给这些家长们。
Parents, please control your children's lips at school.
校长就对家长说：“家长们，请你控制一下你孩子的在学校的行为，不要给他们口红。”
That didn't work either.
这个也没办法。
So finally, she calls this consultant to come into the school.
所以最后他找了一个顾问来辅导他，
And the consultant, big money,
花了很多钱呢。
come in to solve this big problem.
这个顾问来要帮忙解决这个大问题啊。
He's in the hallway talking to the principal.
他就在那个走廊当中在走廊里面跟着校长交谈。
And one of the new custodians comes up.
那一个新的工友就走过来，
She says, I couldn't help but overhear the problem.
那个工友就说：“我刚才不好意思听到你们讲的这个问题。
I have an idea. I think we'll solve it if you'd like one. ”
他说：“我有一个想法，可能可以解决这个问题，不知道你们有没有兴趣听啊
The consultant says, sure, ？”
那个顾问说：“好啊，讲讲看啊。
because he really has no idea what to do. ”
因为这个顾问其实也没有答案，
And so at the first break,
所以在他们第一个休息的时候呢，
the custodian goes into the girls' bathroom.
那个工友就进到女生的厕所里，
And all these girls are in there.
所有的女孩子都在里面，
And she pulls her cart in
他就把他的那一桶东西拉进来，
and kind of moves it around in a big circle so everybody is kind of like, who's this?
他就他转了一个大圈，就是他的那个垃圾桶啊，跟那个拖把那些东西，就转了一个很大圈。
And all the girls are like, who's this? What's her problem?
那所有的女孩子，哎呀，这是谁啊？这
I don't know. She's new.
她是
Whatever.
新来的啦。
She reaches into her cart
他就进到他就拿的那个桶子里面，
and pulls out a swab and a squeegee.
他就拿出一个就是专门清洁的东西，
And she walks over to one of the toilets
他就走向一个马桶，
and she dips the swab in the toilet.
把那个洗的东西放在马桶的里面，
She sloshes water all over the
然后那
floor.
个水就滴滴滴滴滴滴滴一直滴过来，
And then she slaps the swab up on the mirror.
然后就把那个东西放在整个用那个东西来清扫
And the girls are all screaming, ah, what are you
打扫
doing?
那个，然后所以就女孩子说啊你在干什么？
She squeegees all the water down.
他就把那个水弄在镜子上面，
She says, what are you upset about?
说你们干嘛那么生气啊？
I do it like this all the time.
我每一次都这样做的啊。
Now, who needs a lecture?
谁需要被精神喊话？
What do these girls need to hear now?
这些女孩子她们现在听到的什么？
Nothing.
她们什么都不需要再被讲了，对不对？
They have a brain,
她们有大脑的，
and it's working.
那个大脑还蛮灵光的。
And they're thinking,
他们在想，
oh my gosh!
哎呦，
Oh my gosh!
好恶心哦！
If anybody finds out about this,
如果他们知道我们这样做的，
I'll never get a date for the rest of my life.
以后永远找不到男朋友啦。
This custodian stopped this whole problem with just a few words.
这个工友没有讲任何一句话就解决了这个问题，
It's the actions that people respect
是那个行动会使人得到尊敬，
and good information.
然后给予他真正他需要的资
Your
讯。
children need good information.
你的孩子所需要的是好的资讯，
They need to understand that information leads to actions on your part.
他们会要知道那个资讯会带来父母亲的一个行动。
You don't need to threaten them.
你不需要威胁他们，
They just need good information of what you're going to do.
他们只是需要知道你接下来要做什么东西。
And they have a brain.
他们有脑子的，
It works really well,
很灵光的，
especially when they trust that you're going to do what you said you're going to do.
特别是当他们相信你会照你所说的去做的时候，
Especially when you say what you mean and you mean what you say.
特别是当你说到做到，你说必去做。
Now, once you set firm limits,
当你建立一个清楚的一个界限之后，
you need to give choices.
你就必须在这个界限当中给予孩子选择。
You need for them to have as much freedom as possible
你要给予他们足够的一个自由，
within the limits.
却是在一个范围当中的。
And we'll talk more about that in a minute.
接下来我们会很快的来谈那个方面。
And then I'm going to let the consequences, mixed with sadness, be the master teacher.
然后让那一个他们所做的选择所带来的结果，加上那一种忧愁，可以成为他们一个最好的导师。
I'm going to create limits,
我要建构一个界限，
and then I'm going to allow you to make choices.
在这个界限当中，我会允许你做选择，
And then you can make decisions.
你可以做选择的。
And those decisions bring with them consequences.
这些选择最后都会带来结果的，
And this is how real life works.
因为人生不就是如此吗？
Real life works in conjunction with your decisions and your consequences.
因为人生不过就是在我们选择当中经历我们选择所带来的结果。
When my son Levi was 4 years old,
当我的儿子 Levi 4岁的时候，
he was riding this little bicycle.
他就在骑着他的小脚踏车。
And Sherry and I were standing in the kitchen looking out,
那 Sherry 跟我呢，我们当时在厨房里面就看着他，
and I saw that he didn't have any shoes on.
我看见他骑脚踏车没有穿鞋子，
And I thought, oh no.
我说 Oh no！
So I ran out to warn him,
我们就跑出去，本来要跑出去提醒他，
just in time to watch him make a corner on his bike.
然后刚好出去的时候就看见到他其实在转角当中要转弯，
And
然后
remember that? Remember that happened to you?
你记得那样的经历吗？
And he spins into a little circle,
然后就转了一圈，
and I run out
我就跑过去，
and I pick him up
我把他抱起来，
and I got him on my knee
然后我就这样子放在我的膝盖上面，
and I look at his
我
toes
看见他的脚趾头，
and I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1、2、3、4， 我
Good,
还说还好，我还有5个，
good. There's still 5 there.
还是有5
Good.
个，
And he's writhing like a snake.
他就像一个蛇一样在那边，好痛啊！
I'm holding him. I'm like,
我就抱
oh,
着他。
buddy, oh, that must hurt.
哦，这一定很痛哦。
And then I said,
然后我说
what are you going to do?：“
那你要怎么办呢
And he says, huh?？”
啊，
I said, buddy, what are you going to do?
我说你要怎么办呢？
I said, look at your foot.
你看看你的脚。